So let's start recording here. Like last time, you guys were at the concert protecting your Democrats. Well, target is not maybe the issue. Your mission protecting him. He's disguising himself and his son with like magic he has himself, and sitting in a private box. Next to him is let me see, what was his name again? Character names, man, so hard to remember. Oh my god, so long. What's the wizard guy named again?
A Magus.
Oh yeah, okay, Magus, who is not here yet today. Just not here today, not yet. Okay, so yeah,
Not
he
here
was.
today,
I think
not
he
here
was.
tomorrow.
He was invisible. I think he was next to like the guys in disguise. So that he's in the
Yeah, he
box.
was near us, I think, or me.
No, I think he was near the other one, right?
Was he? Oh,
Yeah,
maybe he was actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was near one of them. He was either near me or them, and yeah.
Because I think he was.
Yeah, there's a hologram of him by you.
Yeah, there's a hologram near you, but he is like invisible there with some of the. Like, there's also the bodyguards you hired or split it up. Like, ones are in disguise as well near the real guy, and others are like in real uniform near you. So just to remember, you are essentially mimicking the son and the father.
Yeah.
You were you were just enjoying the concert, like, because you're the guy of honor right now, right? Yeah, this concert so there was like sometimes a song like aimed at you, the name of the guy was named. The son started dancing and the father started dancing a little bit as well.
Look, I actually like the music. These other people might not, but my character actually likes the music.
Yeah, because like we had the band before, like the starter band. I don't know what it's called in English. The band before the real band. What's it called again? If there's some like group before the real guy.
The opening act.
Opening act. Yeah. So the guy now is a DJ who has like this robot like swine like big head. He's named the Succulent P.I.G. He's like playing DJ right now. Lots of lights, special effects going on. If I can remember correctly, Entropy, you're hanging up like somewhere in the stadium on a rope, or on a right. You're hanging on some kind of rope somewhere. And you're a spot like really quiet because you scared off some, like, it's not like it's a big stadium. You scared off like a small part of the stadium. It's not like the whole stadium is empty. You
and
roughly.
Then of course he blackmailed Succulent Pig PIG guy to give them a refund.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like we had a great like role from technology from W.I.P. W.I.P, who is everywhere. Like, I'm not gonna explain where W.I.P is because that's too difficult. He's everywhere. Done. We had a great technology role. So some of the information you got was like you connected to his mask and you got a picture of the guy without his mask, which was very secretive. This picture was sent to Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk sent it to this agency to check this guy out from who is he. He basically got back from his team. He's an agent working for this organization who you're also working for. So please delete this picture. What?
Oh crap! I'm so sorry. I had no clue that it was going to be that damn long.
What the hell is it?
Jesus, man.
So
why in the hell did it cut that code instead of the freaking?
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you not to spam in chat. That's my job. I will spam that endlessly. You don't want me to do that.
So yeah, that's
Sorry. That was not what was supposed to have popped up. What was supposed to have popped up was a small little website address. Let me try to figure out why it did that.
I have no idea. Maybe you did something. You probably did something wrong. I don't know what. that's at least something will happen. Also in the game, let me go back. Yeah, so basically, the concert's probably gonna be another hour, 1.5. Maybe there's gonna be some encores, but the kid is he's getting sleepy. Like the real sun, it's getting late for him. It's already late. He needs to go back to home. Yeah. So what are you gonna do? So there's two groups. So like there's the decoy group and the real group. One of them has like, are you gonna go simultaneously away? Is one group gonna go first, then a second group? Like who's gonna go first, or are you gonna go simultaneously away?
Well, that would be up to our ringleader.
Well, personally, I don't like the idea of splitting the group up.
Of what? Sorry?
So it'd probably be best just to just send everyone back at the same time.
So yeah, the decoy and you guys as well, like while the concert is going on. Well, that's of course that's a plan. So if I remember correctly, like Entropy, the decoy, is using the limo and the bodyguards, like the one dressed as bodyguards.
Mm-hmm.
How is is he still in your car? Is it still the way you're driving around the diplomat and his son?
Yep.
Sure. So yeah, you guys you're gonna split up essentially because you're driving the real guy. Entropy is the decoy, so he has his own transportation in the limo again. Well, I don't have to ask where W.I.P is. Like basically, he's everywhere. Is there somewhere you want to concentrate? W.I.P is like, my form is more here, but I'm watching there, or is he saying, yeah, I'm essentially at both spots? That's up to you.
W.I.P.
Wake up. Jip, wake up. Jip fell asleep. That's not so. So W.I.P is having.
We may have to like cancel the call.
Jip says he's talking, but we don't hear you, Jip. Why can't peeps hear me? I don't know. Give me. Whoa,
I'm sorry, Jib. This is a Christian server.
So yeah, like when W.I.P doesn't have Wi-Fi, he can't do anything. So. So yeah, let's say W.I.P's everywhere. He'll get acquainted when he gets back. I would say that Magus will stay with the real guy, just because he's already there. That's the he's probably gonna fly invisible, like I think in front of the car, being more as a scout in this, because he can make those floating discs where he can stand upon. So he's essentially not in the car; he's just flying in front of it. So let me see. So yeah, let's. So you're going simultaneously. You're giving some signal. Shadowhawk, are you giving some signal to the guys like we're leaving, or?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying take Entropy's characters out now. I was saying as far as the actual resources, not splitting those up.
Yeah.
Not playing the diplomat and his son.
So you're using some kind of code to.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, so Entropy, you get like the code, which is like, head back to the limo. It's time. The concert's still going on. You were watching it, but you get a signal that you have to leave. Like yeah, what's the father and what are you doing essentially? Are you just leaving? How are you?
I'd probably act like the kid version of me would start probably acting like he was exceedingly tired and like laying around a little bit, just like now I'm tired, like that.
That's like really hard, because I have to admit, because Entropy doesn't sleep, right? So
yeah, Entropy fucking he's always full of energy. So acting tired is even a bit.
Yeah, it's like really those like cartoons, like probably like yawning. He keeps like, stretching himself, and like it's very over the top.
Yeah, it's very it's almost like, oh yeah, no, he's acting like he's tired. He's not even.
Is he actually going to sleep? Is someone you're gonna one of the bodyguards, or you're gonna carry him while he's just like sleeping? Like he's like a 12, 13-year-old, so it's not like weird to like carrying him over your shoulder while he's sleeping. It's like getting weird. It's like some people find weird.
It's about that. It's about that less a little Anyway, I guess the older the father Entropy would pick up the son if he's like getting tired and hey, you go whatever, go to bed, son, it's fine, we'll go on start getting home, and he'd start motioning to the guys that we wanted to go home.
Yeah, so
go to the hotel.
Yeah, so there's two. I think there's 4 guys there. So 2 is gonna stand next to you, another 2 is they're gonna put you aside for the moment, not standing in front of the door while they open it. They're gonna make sure 1 is behind you, 1 is in front of you. Well, 2 behind you, 2 in front of you. They're making sure everything's okay. There's some intercom talking. They're talking to W.I.P. W.I.P's everything's safe. They probably get an annoying answer back, but essentially says yes.
Hello, are you all able to hear me now?
Yay!
Yay!
Yes, we can hear you. You're back, Jim.
Thank you. I'm not from the dead.
You're not from the dead.
Then again, Jib, you're dead inside, so technically.
Always.
Anyway, me and the decoy, me and my bodyguards are leaving, Jib.
Yeah, so they're heading back to the limo. With your technology role, you're making sure that any suspicious movements or weapons are detected before they. You give them updates like everything's okay. Take this route. Yeah, that's essentially what's happening. While this is happening, you live a little bit earlier than the other ones, so you don't want to get in the same room, even though you're at different places at the stadium. There's maybe a few exits, but you're in the park space. You don't want to be at the same place at the same time, because if something happens to you, you don't want them to be in danger. So you're essentially leaving 10 minutes earlier than the other guys. Yeah, so you head back to the limo. Your driver, he's waiting there. Yeah, it's the same driver you had for this whole time, so there's nothing odd about that. So the bodyguards talk to him for a moment. You can't hear them talk, but they talk they talk with their hands. You get the basic. It's not it's not out of ordinary for these guys to talk. They rush you in and they start leaving with the limo. So you're heading off back. You're currently staying at base, correct? You were not at the hotel anymore, but you were staying at your secret base, if I remember correctly, because you didn't thought the hotels were safe anymore. So that's where you're heading off to. So they have to. I think there's a plan. There's a plan that the limo doesn't get to your base, because these guys can't know where the base is. They essentially know in which area you guys stay, but not the spot. So there's probably maybe there's some other secret house with another secret underground route that goes closer to your base, and that's where you're heading off to, the secret underway tunnel to the base.
Mm-hmm.
And why not just drop them off at Entropy's for some food? What was your restaurant?
Entropy's place, yeah. I imagine that is the secret passage, secret way in.
Yeah, that's sure. You can go there. We'll get there. So that's essentially where you're going. You're going to Entropy's food spots. Like you this is you're essentially saying to the driver that we're taking another route this time. We're taking one of their other entrances. Because last time you used like one of the more usual ones, so this time you're using this one, just to keep the driver.
This is Entropy's like personal entrance and exit.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's gonna take you like a half hour to get there. There's not much traffic because you left early. So yeah, let's go to the other guys. Yeah, what do you do, Shadowhawk? Are you essentially going ahead to the car? Or are you keeping an eye out until they leave? Like, because they're at this moment, Magus and them are leaving in a disguise. Did you say something? I can't hear you.
Sorry, roommate was asking a question. But yeah, basically, I'd be shadowing the real ones out to the car.
Yeah, so that's like a trick for you. You were like very in the eye field of everyone. So you have head on the ground. You have to like walk around the whole stadium, maybe like putting on your own disguise somewhere while shadowing them.
Actually, I was thinking more like hopping up on top of the the VIP boxes, and slinking off that route.
You are immediately arrested.
No, they just see a superhero watching these random guys leave. Who's he watching? No, just kidding.
All I see is these guys leaving. Weird. Oh.
No, yeah. So you're essentially, you know what to do. Your character is the sneaky guy, so he essentially knows what to do. But it's good to know that you're doing it something like that without getting too much attention to yourself. So these guys are leaving. The son here is tired, but not like falling asleep tired yet. Like he wasn't like that much into the concert. He was tapping his foot, maybe one or two songs, and like he's not like the singing along type. Maybe he didn't know the songs that were being like done. He even brought like his own book. He read some pages out of that. He did had a good evening, but it's not his hobby to do stuff like this. The father, he loved it because he never can enjoy himself at these kind of arrangements because everybody's always looking at him. Now he had the chance to enjoy it for like a very long time. But, yeah, they're packing up. There was like one of the bodyguards who was like really into it. Probably had some drugs with him. And he was like one of the biggest friends of this guy, like totally rocking out, loving everything. So yeah, he's like there's like this moment of sadness for him, like everybody's leaving, he probably didn't hear it. Yeah, but he still has to do like that song, and it's gonna be great, and he just doesn't want to leave. But everyone left. Yeah, he's gonna run after.
Actually, tell him over the radio, stay and enjoy.
Yeah, so okay, so
he was getting high and wouldn't want him around the target.
Sure, so you say he was going to get up and leave, but he's like, well, okay then, and he's like, sure, you're the boss. And so he stays there rocking out, and maybe like some of the other guys are like, oh, we should have gone high. Maybe we could have stayed.
This is illegal,
It's the future. It's Germany. Probably not. Like weed's probably legal then.
Most likely, actually.
Yeah, like it's next to the Netherlands.
Yeah,
it's probably gonna be.
Weed's pretty much legal for the most part.
Like
throughout Europe,
or
at least EU portion.
Like I say, in the Netherlands, it's legal, but it's not like you can bring it to a concert or festival. Like that's harder. It's like bringing alcohol. Like no, you keep that at home. it's not something you bring. But yeah, like they're pretty. There's like enough security and stuff. So yeah, those guys are leaving. They're getting into your car. They work like these bodyguards have been filled in like a bit at this point. Like they know that probably Entropy is, disguising Mrs. Geiger's Well, they had to protect these guys. So they have an idea from what's going on. So they have their own car? Or are they gonna like ride behind you? Because there's 3 guys, and they're not gonna fit all in your car, right? It's not like you have a 6-person car. So do you want to like?
Right. I mean, for the most part, I'm just going to be having them follow me into an area where my car would pretty much blend in and then lose their asses.
Sure. Okay. So essentially,
Back to-
yeah. Is that something you tell them? It's like, yeah, when we're gonna split up, or are you gonna try to lose them without telling them?
I'm going to tell them, don't try to keep up at this point. Your
Sure.
services are done for the evening. And then tear ass through the city.
And they go back to get high.
Like maybe this is a point. Like essentially, we never talked about it, but what does your car look like? What? I would have.
Sent you a picture.
Sorry, go ahead.
I had sent you a picture. Let me try to find it real quick.
Yeah, I can't remember a bit. I'm not 100% sure anymore. Because it's been a while. It's just been a while.
Yeah.
Like you probably had like some of the same like future functions like all cars have. So it's like fully automated function, which most people like use. There's not like many people still driving themselves, but that's something you have built in probably to be able to drive yourself, since that's, as a superhero, you probably want to steer some once in a while if you're like following someone. You have like the police stuff in there, the police radio, maybe some sirens you can pop out to get the traffic fast. So there's some stuff in there, but you say your car is not. It's not like the Batmobile, right? It's not like you're standing out like.
Not yet. I mean, it's just pretty much painted black.
But you're still driving from the outside. It looks like some regular model of car. Maybe it's an expensive one, but still, it's not like it's not like a unique car specific look that everyone's like, oh man, Batman's, bro. Like, oh, that's Shadowhawk's car, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I've still got a whole bunch more customization to do.
Yeah. So yeah, the father and son get to sit in the car. The son like puts on his seatbelt like immediately. He's sitting in the back. The father's sitting next to you. The son starts reading his book again. He's maybe yawning a bit, but he's not sleeping in your car. And your guys are heading off back. They're gonna keep the disguises on for now. I think that's probably something you guys talked about. It's easier to keep them in disguise for now, because the spell's still working.
I mean, once they're in the car, they can go ahead and drop the disguise.
Okay, sure. Sure, yeah, then they will. So yeah, Whip. Since you're.
Give me one moment. I'm copying this via hand.
Okay.
The car's picture.
So Jib, like essentially you're like we said, you're everywhere, but these are somewhere you're focusing your energy. Oh, sorry. Every time I call out Jib, there's hell.
Every time anything happens ever, everyone's busy. So fuck. I don't know what to tell you, man.
That's never mind. Like, gee. That's the great thing of him being a character that's everywhere. I don't have to ask him, where are you? Because he says like he's doing something, I'm just assuming he's everywhere. So yeah, we're heading back to the Entropy car.
Hold on, I'm doing something. All right, Whip, how are you? I'm sorry, I'm doing something.
Okay, yeah, I found I found the picture of it.
Okay, nice.
Oh my god, no. No, 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 no.
Wrong picture.
I just looked up futuristic car when I originally picked this one, and now I find out that they might actually be using it for the Justice League movie.
It's hilarious.
Batmobile. Ain't that a bitch?
Yep. Okay. That's like, it's not exactly how it looks. It's like some.
Considering it says Batmobile, yeah, probably.
Yeah, no, like I was saying, when I first picked this lookout, it was not anything affiliated with Batmobile. It just said concept car.
I see.
So yeah,
And that was that was going to be in some sci-fi movie on the site.
because Batman's sci-fi. Well, yeah, they did fight an alien last time. So yeah, we're going to Entropy in the car. So the guards are like, your bodyguards are like still with you in the limo, like 3 guys. You don't know where the 4th guy went. Like you didn't pick it up. There was some rumbling. You have no idea. You're
Wait, so one of the guys left?
Yeah, like that. Shadowhawk said to him to stay. You know, you were too busy like with other stuff. Like, you know, you don't pick up everything while you're disguised as 2 guys, and you know.
Yeah, understandable,
But you know,
probably would have been like, hey, where's that other guy? Didn't we have the dad would probably ask like, I'm sorry, but what happened to that? I thought I had 4 bodyguards here.
yeah, your friend, you know, the boss said he could stay. You know, the Shadowhawk. He said, yeah, he was doing drugs. You know, you guys said to, be on the cover, try, be disguised. But we think he went for as well. Like doing drugs on the job. I know. You blended in like correct. Yeah. But quick question, because the other bodyguards know that you're Entropy, right? Are these guys still like not in the nose? Like the other 4 guys knows, these guys don't know, or?
Again, that's up to what.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said anything. I would have just like.
Let's assume these guys just don't know yet. They don't. Oh no! Oh yeah. Oh no! Wait, sorry, I'm totally incorrect because these guys are still with the 4 of them. I was confused even. These guys are still with the 4 of them. Because these were the normal bodyguards, right? Yeah. Decoys! Yeah. It's getting me confused as well. So yeah, these are still 4 guys. So this is probably what the real guy said. Because he doesn't have a mic. Let's say it went like that. So we're going to Entropy this time. So you're sitting in the car. I think your son's just sleeping. You have seatbelt on. His kid is sleeping. You're awake. Yeah. So there's 4 bodyguards, 1 driver, and you don't even hear the music. You left the stadium. There's no music around. Maybe there's some like billboards outside, like from the show, like showing live during the whole city.
Yeah, like underneath it says like, you won't believe the last song he has on his like thing, just like saying how great the last song is, and I'm just like, I wish I could hear it.
And there's like, yeah, well, you can like, there's probably like a screen in the limo you can put it on, right? It's like, but there's like also like some like news bars we need like possible bomb at concert. Some people left. Like officials say it's okay. There's no issue being there, but and there's like super Parole seen at concert with like the diplomat. Is there still danger since less terrorism attack? Because he's been attacked like last time. So, but the cancer's going on. The concert, there's no issues. Like the people there for the concert didn't care about that stuff. Like the people who wanted to leave have left. there's enough like police security around. So yeah, you're crossing a corner, and suddenly like you're sitting like in the empty seat, like a guy just pops up out of nowhere.
What?
Yeah, so there was this empty seat, like probably still left, and a guy just pops up, like out of magic, and he's just sitting there. It's like, hey there. So sorry to.
I'm going.
It's okay.
I'm gonna like my character was going to where did you say that the child entropy is exactly?
The what?
Where did you say the child entropy is exactly?
Yeah, he's just sleeping next to you. I would say like you're like the guy you're protecting, so you're probably sitting like in the back, and there's like a side couch, two side couches with the bodyguards and the guy popping up. So you're on your own couch, like on the back.
All right, now I was just making sure, like, if he was sleeping, for an example, like on my leg or something like that, I would be like slowly shift the kid or whatever and be like, "May I help you?"
Like at this point, like all the bodyguards like grab their guns and pointing at this guy. He's like, "Oh, whoa, whoa, sorry guys, I'm just a big fan. No need to worry. I'm getting into the magic. I learned some basic stuff. I have my own vlog. I teach other people about magic, and I couldn't just leave this up to not meet this guy. He's like a legend about the magic stuff, and I really want him to like. Oh, please point his guns down." Like they're still like essentially pointing their guns at him still.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say I because the other kid's asleep. I tell them like it's all right, it's fine. I always love meeting fans.
So yeah, like I say, like 3 of them do the guns down. Like one's keeping up, and he's like, "Just in case, sir."
Very well.
He aims it at the leg or something. It's not like pointed at his. He's like, "Whoa, okay, I can live with that. I'm sorry. This is the only way I can meet you. You have like always some superheroes around, and they could seriously damage me. Like these bodyguards can shoot me, but yeah, you can stop them before. But like the maggots, dude, damn, that's some serious business. I don't want to get messed up with. I know about him. No, the blood magic and stuff, like real dangerous stuff. Not getting my fingers into that part. I'm just like basic stuff. This was like not invisibility. It was like a simple teleport, you know. So it was like I was standing outside, popped in. Yeah, you know, right? So
I would say like yes, that Magus is quite a handful, unfortunately.
Yeah, I hope they really can bring him like onto the good spot, like what we're trying. I follow it like very interesting. These what they call the super parole, like but wait, let me think. Because you're not like the Steliocontus guy. He's like great. It's like he's using magic of his own, like very high level. Don't know what he's doing. Love it. I have some few videos on my vlog about him. If you ever want to, well, that's not what I'm talking about. But, you know, great guys. Most of them are really trying to make a difference. I don't know who's actually like. I know there's been some switching details. I think it's like only like 3 guys right now. Yeah, it's confusing. But like I said, Magus, he really needs to, you know, they really need to do more about him. He seems a bit, but he did protect you last time, right? You know, he picked you up when the bombs fell down. Never mind. Let's talk magic, cause I don't want to wake your son. He's looking like he's just like looking like he's still asleep.
He's a heavy sleeper, but I can help. Don't worry about it. With a quick like, and of course this is just like my character randomly coming up with like do something probably looks like magic. So he does like what he's living some magic, probably like what he's seen like maybe mages do or something like that.
Let me think the things Magus has done that you have seen. He's turned invisible. You know, the flying disc stuff. he did some warding. Maybe you're just making. Wait. Oh, the call drops.